Well, good morning, everyone. I am Reverend Patrick, and aloha to all of you. Aloha. And this is the beautiful Reverend Rita. And these beautiful light beings over here, Carrie and Michael Fox. Hello. Wow. This feels very good. We have visitors today, too, so welcome, welcome. We would like to start out, as we always do, with announcements. And there is no one better to do that than the beautiful, by the way. The beautiful Michelle LeMay is also our board and practitioner student as well. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Well, we have a fabulous Sunday today because it's the last Sunday. So do you know what that means? Birthday Sunday and cake, yay! Yes, cake is the most fun part. But I am going to announce all the folks who had birthdays in February, and then we're going to celebrate them after service. So just hold your applause while I read the names, and then after we'll do one big round of applause for everybody because there's quite a few. So some of them are in the room, some are members that are on the mainland, and then you can notify me too after if I've missed you by any chance. So there is Frank Borani, Lori Chicatello, Paul Sterling, which I know just walked in, Larry Wilhelm, Jesse Hart, Jack Smith, John Hoover, and Christina Joy. Anybody else had birthdays in February that we need to celebrate? All right, how about a round of applause for everybody whose birthdays? Yay! Well, I am going to briefly share the events that we have coming up. We've been very busy, so thank you for all of you who have been attending and supporting all the speakers that have been here. We've had some great opportunities to do some new learnings and teachings. And tomorrow night we have over here Carrie and Michael. Yay! They're going to be doing something very special for us with sound healing. So it's going to be Tibetan bowls and their flutes and the piano, and then it says mystical sounds, so of course that means Carrie. When she sings, that's what happens. And it is tomorrow night. Yes? You can either sign up or you can just show up tomorrow. Yep, for the tickets, and it's 15.
Or buy them today is fine as well.
Yep. Yeah, because the sign up is over there. Yep. And it's 15 for members and 20 for non-members of CSL. And what we would like to encourage you is to make yourself comfortable tomorrow night. It's best if you are laying down, so we're going to open this space up. So if you bring blankets and pillows, if you want to bring mats, like yoga mats, anything like that to make you comfortable. And that's going to be tomorrow night at 7. So that's going to be a magical experience with these two sharing their magic. Yeah, right? Yay! Sleep, and it's not a sleepover. I did just hear that, yeah. It only goes till 9, so it'll be a nap at best. And then every Tuesday, the Reverends have opened an office here now that we're all settled in and moved in. And from 11 to 2, they have office hours for getting to know you. So there is a sign-up sheet for that as well in the bookstore. For those of you who are new here, I keep referring over here. There's the bookstore. But we also have the sign-up sheets for all the different activities that I'm speaking about. So that's an opportunity to get to know the Reverends on a little bit more of an intimate basis, since Sundays it's so many people and can only get little snippets. So this is a way to have a 45-minute sit-down with Reverend Patrick and Reverend Rita. So the sign-up sheet is on the table on Tuesdays. So that's every Tuesdays from 11 to 2. And then this Wednesday is the continuation of Beyond Limits, or How to Change Your Life class that they have been doing. Some people have been coming, each and every one, for the whole series, and some have been popping in because they all have their own gems. So if you are free this coming Wednesday at 6 o'clock, it's from 6 to 8. This week it's going to be From Fear to Faith. So that's a definite big topic, from fear to faith. I'm sure we all could use, some tools on that. I know I could. And then we have, coming into March, our first event is going to be March 6th, which is going to be a showing of the play Sissy Boy. And that is by Reverend James Mellon. And he was here if you came for the big ordination service, and he is a mentor of Reverend Rita and Reverend Patrick. He's an author and has written a book that is in our bookstore, and he's also done this one-man play. This is going to be the last showing of it, so we're using it as a mini fundraiser for the center. He does get a tithe back from whatever we bring in, and it's going to be live streamed here at 1 o'clock, and that is a Sunday. So his story is pretty incredible, and it goes from, it's kind of his whole life, so from 6 to 61, from being a little Catholic school altar boy to being a stripper for Chippendales, to being a dad, to coming out as being a gay man, to having cancer, to becoming a reverend. I mean, it's the whole gamut. So in saying that, it's adult content only. And so only adults, no kids can come for this. And it is a $20 donation for the fundraiser part for here for CSL. And it is called Sissy Boy. There are little postcards at the table too, so you can spread the word. And it's fun, it's heart lifting, it has its sad parts too. It's the whole gamut. So we'll have tissues for both laughter and tears. There's tissues always anyways, because that's what happens here. And then our next workshop that will be coming up in March will be a Friday evening with Petra, who's one of our members here, and she is a minister of the Pathway of Light, which is out of the Course of Miracles. And I'm actually going to invite Petra to come share for just a moment on what her workshop is going to be, and that's going to be Friday the 11th at 6:30 to 9. And here's Petra. Help me welcome Petra up.
Learn to use this. All right, thank you. Yes, I think I need glasses this morning. Anyway, I will be presenting on the 11th, which is Friday, in March. I can't believe it's coming so soon. But exactly what you said, from fear to faith, is one of the ways I have used, one of the tools that I will share that evening, which is considering the body-mind as a computer. And so some of you have heard of tapping. Well, I asked for my own version of tapping, and I did get it from my teacher, Jeshua. And it has to do with anything you need to release. And remember that most of our things, that fears, come in our heads, our perceptions about things. So as we can shift that through this tapping process. There's also 4 keys to, it's very similar to Abraham Hicks, but it's coming from Jeshua, which involves the heart's desire, intention, allowing, and the surrender to the I am that I am. And that's why this is called Living Your I Am. So I hope, and there's more than that, there is a vibration sheet, a frequency sheet, that helps you measure the vibrations that you're in at the time, and then you have a chance to shift them, because you have a way of say, checking with yourself, observing yourself. So I hope you will come and share with me, because there will be a little time for practice, not a lot, but because this is mostly an introduction. But anyway, I'm hoping to see a few of you here.
Thank you. And that's Living Your I Am with Petra, and she will be available after service if you are wanting more information, just in wanting to speak to her if you have any questions as well. And then in March, we also have the Open Heart Discovery, which will be done by the Reverends, and then we all have another one towards the end of the month with Paul Sterling on communications. So we've got lots going on. And for Petra's, it's $12 for members and $15 for non-members. And again, that's 6:30 on Friday the 11th. So that is just around the corner. And I believe that is it. So thank you for your kind attention and enjoy your service.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I just want to mention with Petra's, we have an interfaith series that we do here. The Science of Mind and Spirit is its own teaching, as many of you know. But we thought it would be nice to bring in other faiths. I just want to always make that clear that the Interfaith series is like Course of Miracles as an example. That is not Science of Mind and Spirit, yet we always find the commonalities in one another. So that's why we're doing this Interfaith series. So now let's take some time for ourselves. This is our time to center, it's our time for meditation. It's just this time to just get comfortable. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. If not, leave them open. It's all about you, by the way. So we also have a peace candle as you're getting ready that we will light, because peace begins where? Within us first. So as Rita lights it, let's just know and feel and resonate towards that feeling of absolute peace for not only ourselves, but let that go out into this world that so needs it at this point, our love and our peace. So take this time. And I have a little seed thought to take in from Eckhart Tolle. Only the truth of who you are, if realized, will set you free. Only the truth of who you are, if realized, will set you free. Enjoy your time. truth of who you are, if realized, will set you free. So let us take a moment with this beautiful music that is being played, that is being expressed. Let us just swim now in that sea of freedom, that freedom of knowing who and what we are at all times. And that is love. That is good. That is life. Life is making itself known right here and right now through each and every one of us. That divine expression that makes us individual and yet always connected to the one source. So knowing that, we just take this feeling of freedom throughout this service, throughout our lives, throughout every breath that we take, and know that we are backed at all times by this universal flow of living, of life. So knowing that, I am so grateful for each and every one of us who have stepped up today to celebrate the truth of our very being, coming here today, gathering here today as the one power itself. So knowing that, I just say mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. As together in one consciousness we say, and so it is. There we go. Nighty-night. Good night, everyone. All right, welcome.
Welcome again.
Aloha, aloha.
Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. We have a little special presentation before we continue.
Well, we actually do. Actually, someone brought these beautiful. I mean, look how beautiful. And they even have bling. A little bling, 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 bling. Look at this. Well, somebody brought these, and they're actually, everyone knows who Loya is for the most part. Loya always brings flowers every week. And she's been doing it for like years now. So we thought it would be just a wonderful idea if CSL Kauai presented Loya with some flowers of her own. Please come up here.
The cards are my first.
No, it's right here. There you go, sweetheart. Every week she, as you well know, drops off these flowers. Those are yours. Those are yours. We love you. We can show them up there, then you take them home, okay? Give it up for Loya. Thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah, she has been doing it for years.
Years.
She brought them in when we were over at the Aston Aloha. She used to bring them that far back.
And so we said we're going to start getting other people to bring them, right? So it's not just all Loya. Good idea?
Well, we love her flowers.
That was called subtle manipulation, just in case any of you want to know what that was. Yes, it's okay. Transparent, let you know I'm doing it.
So anyway, here you are at the Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, where we practice the science of mind and spirit, which is not a special revelation. It is a glorious teaching. And yes. What's your baby's name? Sage. Hello, Sage, and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. We practice the science of mind and spirit, and what we say is that divinity, that expression that is all life, that source of all life, that energy, that magnificence, expresses itself through each and every one of us. We don't have to do anything to be that. We already are that. We just have to let it out. So every Sunday we just celebrate that and let it out and take that highest consciousness into our week, into our lives, and live our lives from that place. So welcome.
Great. And who is here? We know Sages. Who's here for the first time? Raise your hand. We know who you are, so there's no hiding. There we go. Well, the good news is, just to let you know, is that Sage is scared because she knows that we know things about her.
She's
and
excited.
So what we do at this time is let you know what we know about you. How about that? You ready? Okay. You are magnificent. Yeah, see? And he just took it in. He said, yeah, tell me something I don't know. There we go. So we can't know that about you unless we know it about ourselves. So shall we together? I am magnificent. Ah, we are indeed. Let's hear it one more time. I am magnificent. You see, Sage, if you hear that every day of your life, then you will just let it blossoming as a magnificent being, which you already are. So there you go. So, shall we?
So I think we're ready for
I
our
think
opening
so.
song.
I think we're ready
Should
to
we
climb the
stand up?
mountain. This is the last
Michael and Carrie
thing of
original.
the. Oh my gosh! Next week it's new music.
Yes, new music.
So let's really enjoy
March.
this one.
You guys want to stand up a little bit? All right, all right.
Uh-oh.
Just a little bit. You could do half that.
Uh-oh.
Let it go on the mountain. Let it sing on the mountain. Let it ring on the mountain. Now is the time to let yourself shine. Let it go on the mountain. Let it sing on the mountain. Let it ring on the mountain. Now is the time to let yourself shine. I like the claps. Here we go. Honor your heart, make a brand new start, see the world with clear eyes. No turning back, surprise, surprise, remove the disguise. It's my life, it's my life, it's my life. Let it go on the mountain, let it sing on the mountain, let it ring on the mountain. Now is the time to let yourself shine. Let it go on the mountain. Let it sing on the mountain. Let it ring on the mountain. Now is the time to let yourself shine.
So what I know is that we are at the top of this mountain. And what are we saying? We're saying yes to life. I hear you say yes? Yes. That's what I love. When we're climbing that mountain, we say yes. Live through me as me, right? And we know that everything is perfect, perfectly, divinely, just moving easily, effortlessly, or as the kids will say, easy peasy in life. That's what we want, that's what we are, and we bring that together in one voice as we say with gratitude, and so it is.
On your heart, make a brand new start, see the world with clear eyes. No turning back, surprise, surprise, remove the disguise. It's my life, it's my life, it's my life.
Ooh. All that at 9:30 in the morning.
So I feel like my microphone is not on. Can you hear me all right? Yeah, okay, it feels low. You can hear me, Rob? Yes, you can hear me out there, and it's a little low. Oh, okay, now it's louder. All right, I don't want to be too loud. Anyway, hi, Princess. How are you? So this is a time in the service where we'd like to share the spotlight with another person in the center. And today we are just graced with the presence of Reverend Diane Decker, who some of you might not know, but she's our staff minister here. If you already have met her, if you haven't, make sure you meet her today. She's an amazing woman, and we're just grateful to have her and her partner Sue here with us on Kaua'i. So she's just going to share a reading, an affirmation, and a spiritual mind treatment with us. So welcome up, Reverend Diane.
Thank you, Rita. Good morning, Kaua'i. How are you today? Oh, come on.
Great.
How are you, Kaua'i? Oh, that's way better. Good morning. Good morning. I love our topic today about being your authentic self, and I brought for you a reading from the Hasidic tradition. This is a saying that reminds us of what is our job to do in this life. Everyone should carefully observe which way his heart draws him, and then choose that way with all his strength. Everyone should carefully observe which way his heart draws him, and then choose that way with all his strength. This week, this journey to Kaua'i is about honoring who Diane is in this moment. And I know that I am here by divine appointment for this life called God living in and through me to manifest in its right and perfect way as Diane here. There's something that drew me to Kaua'i. There's something that drew all of you to Kaua'i, right? And when we honor that and know that and live that, we become the people we were intended to be. And so let's just take that idea into prayer. That idea of knowing that the one power, the one presence, the one life is living right here, in and through each one of us in such a magnificent way. That its beauty, its truth, its life shows up in our eyes. It shows up in our hearts. It shows up in our activities every day. When we bring that one power, that one presence, that one life to everything we do, there's not a thing we cannot do. And so I affirm divine right activity in each one of our lives. I affirm perfect health in every cell of our beings. I affirm abundance to meet every need. I affirm beauty to delight the senses. I affirm love in every relationship. Knowing that God is showing up in and through each one of us, I simply say, thank you, thank you, thank you, God within me. And I know that it is done. I know that right here where I am, the power, the presence, and the love that God is showing up as me and as my everyday life. And so how can I do anything but say, thank you, God? I allow it to come forth in the right and perfect way by affirming that the law of mind is in action right here, right now. That power is active in my life, and it is moving me to be my authentic self. And so I say yes to it. I allow it to have its way with me, and I give thanks. And together we say, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you so much. And just as a little plug too, on Mondays, the first Monday and the third Monday of every month, Diane does Spirit Talks. Reverend Diane does Spirit Talk, and it's a very informal kind of gathering. I went last time, and it was just wonderful. They just pull something. It's not a prepared thing, which makes it so nice, and they just pull it from the from whatever book it is, and then we discuss that. And then what's really nice is that at the end we take our intentions, and Reverend Diane does a wonderful spiritual mind treatment for whatever's going on in our lives. So it's really a beautiful thing. So it's at 6 o'clock on the first and third Monday of the month. So there you go. Oh, my Michael and Carrie. You know, you haven't seen Rita for quite a while.
It's been like a month.
I know, it's been almost a month.
It's been a while.
We just like to share these little feelings that go on within us. Because Rita was gone, as you well know, and I had to somehow make it here on Sundays to talk the entire time that she was gone. But now she's back, and they're back, and we're all sharing things now, aren't we? So let's share your beautiful music. And speaking of which, beauty, again, is guess whose mother's in the house? Carrie's mother's in the house. Cheryl, yes. There we go. Just wanted to,
Send her the love.
So we are excited to share this song that we've never played before. It's called Hawaii 78, and it's just been in our hearts, I guess, when we were on Oahu and being here, and so we're just going to honor the land where we reside and honor the ancestors where we came from. So thank you.
Constant rain gives life to the land and brings goodness to Hawaii. The constant rain gives life to the land and brings goodness to ourselves in Hawaii. Maui, Ikopono o Hawaii Uma ke o kaina Ikopono o Hawaii Uma ke o kaina Ikapono o Hawaii. How would they feel? Would their smile be content or cry? How would they feel? Would the smile be content or cry? Would they feel? Would their smile be content or cry? How would they feel? Would their smile be content or cry?
such a beautiful, powerful yet gentle rendition of that chant. Thank you so much. It's one of my favorites. Yeah? Yeah. Let's take a moment to sit with that for a minute. We're so grateful to live on this beautiful island and to feel that those roots and ancestry right where we are. Even if we don't come from the heritage of being Hawaiian, we can still feel it and feel that oneness with nature, with God, with this island, with each other, as brother and sister. That place that doesn't know heritage just knows that we are that life force, that thing that lives and breathes and lives and lives and lives and lives. And that's what we want to talk about today, so that's just so perfect. So, the real me. I realize there's a book that we read. I didn't go look for it, but our practitioner students will be really reading it at one point called "Will the Real Me Please Stand Up?" And I thought, wow, it wasn't really an original title, I guess, but that's okay. It's an important message. And I found this beautiful quote by a Persian mystic that says, "Go sweep out the chamber of your heart. Make it ready to be the dwelling place of the beloved. And when you depart out, he will enter in. In you, void of yourself, will he display his beauty." It sounds maybe a little dualistic, but it's not. Because to me, the real me, expressing the real me, means releasing all the things that aren't the real me. All the thoughts and things that I put up that possibly are blocking the real me. And interestingly, Hillary Clinton said, and I guess I just saw it on the thing and I went, oh my God, this is perfect. She said, "Despite what you hear, we don't need to make America great again. America has never stopped being great. Instead of building walls, we need to be tearing down the barriers." So it's, okay, that's a political statement and I'm not going there. But what I'm going to is the metaphorical, mystical idea behind that, because she's saying the same exact thing. We don't need to make ourselves great. Again, we don't need to make ourselves great. We're already great. That's why we say, "I am magnificent" every Sunday, because we already are. We just have to keep tearing down the barriers between ourselves and that. I know for myself, when I was in my, probably my 30s, I think, and I went back to school to go to college, and I knew what I wanted to be, but I was afraid. And I had a lot of people telling me, "You can't be that because you're not going to be able to make any money, you're not going to be able to do that, and da-da-da-da-da-da." And I was very susceptible to what people said. And I remember walking across the UNM campus and saying, "Should I go this way or should I go that way?" And I went the safety way. Yeah, I went the safety way because I was so impinged with the thoughts of other people. Like Emma Curtis Hopkins says, sometimes we don't even know our own thoughts because we're so like impinged with the thought. And I thought that was the real way to go. I knew it wasn't, but I went anyway. And of course, I'm never lost, and I'm always going to find my way home again. And I did. I did find my way home in that process. But how wonderful would it be to know it? Like, I always think of our kids today, telling our kids that they need to do this in order to have, instead of they're having this passion within them, like Reverend Diane was talking about, this passion to do this thing, and they don't feel like they can do it because they're not going to be able to make themselves with that. And yeah, or they're not good enough, or it's not the thing and they should go this safe route. Well, I think that the one thing about being your real me is to let go of all that and to step in your real me. And when you step into your real me, like these two have done, and all of us that have come here, the universe answers yes. When we follow that heart, that thing within us that sings and tells us to move forward with whatever it is that we're moving forward with, and we have faith in it and trust in it, and don't look at the outside, but just look at what's within and follow that heart thing, because each of us has, that's why we all have our like individual thumbprint or fingerprints, right? Not even a leaf is alike. We each give to this life. We give to it from that unique self that we are. So it's our responsibility, I feel like, to follow our authentic me, our authentic self. And when we say the authentic self is God. That's who we are. We can't look for God anywhere else but within ourselves and within each other's eyes. That's where it is. In our teaching, there is no man on a cloud with a beard, delving out rewards and punishments. There's only us in our own heart, in our own soul, in that own divine presence, and it's our responsibility to let it out. So when people say the world is a mess and the world is in terror and the world is all this stuff, I don't believe it. I believe that we know what to do, and that we as individuals collectively, as we bring our consciousness to all of this, will rise up, and that everything really is unfolding perfectly. Even the things that look hideous are actually unfolding perfectly, because we need to wake up really big. And I know that the people in this room are waking up really big. And I know that we can really, truly make a difference by waking up really big as our authentic selves, and not let anything stand in our way of that. Whatever is the way that we can give, whichever is the way, because it's all about service, guys. It's all about service. It's all about service. It's not about making money. Money comes when we are in service and when we are living our true selves. What my mentor used to say, stop putting money and what you do together. Start realizing that as you express your true self, the universe always takes care of us. I mean, if you really look at your own life, the universe has really always taken care of you. Maybe not in the biggest way that you want it to, but that's the good thing. You start where you are and you get bigger in your consciousness, and the universe responds bigger, because it's a reciprocal universe. It can only be what we are to it. So the more we appreciate ourselves and let that real me out and get really big with ourselves and get really big in the world and really look out at others and feel that bigness too, because it's a mirror. What's coming back at you is a mirror, and just really see, but it's not like what you're seeing, it's what you're seeing from. So that's what has to change, is our consciousness. That's what we do in spiritual mind treatment. Our form of affirmative prayer is we're changing consciousness, our consciousness, not someone else's, our consciousness. Because as our consciousness changes, everything starts to change. So my message today is, you don't need to make anything happen. You don't need to fix yourself. You don't need to fix anything. You just need to start living who you are. And I need to start living who I am, all of us, and let that take us where we need to go, and get all these other people's opinions and stuff out of our way, and just go forward. We're forward thinkers. So I wrote a poem and I found it. I wrote this a long time ago, and I'm just going to close it with it. It says, "It is always time to be the real me. No stopping me. Today, I am the real me. The real me is love, pure love in action. I love the real me. When I'm the real me, I see the real you. I relish the real you. Let's be real and let all else fall away. You will bless my life and I will bless your life. Really, really, really. It's real. It's good beyond good. It's time to be real. No more peekaboo, just real, genuine, authentic you and me. Aloha."
Ooh.
So with that said, I will turn the time over to my beautiful husband, Reverend Patrick.
That was beautiful, Rita. And so happens, I have a political thing too. I have a quote from Trump. Not I just wanted to break it up just a little bit here. Well, that woke you up a little bit, didn't it? Yes. But I don't. And I won't. The real me. There used to be a show on television. A lot of you are too young to remember it. But it was called To Tell the Truth. And 3 people would come up and start telling their stories, but only one was the real person, right? I just saw a little clip from it. And they were all like, who was it? Fortune tellers. And each person told their story, and then they would say, well, the real one, please stand up, and they did. And I thought of us and the way we tell our stories, and we never know which one is the real us, do we? I mean, the real me telling the story, because our stories are not who we are. Our stories are not who we are. And so if you want to know what God is looking like right now, in this moment, the real Patrick, the real me, it's happening right here. That's the real me right now. But from a moment from now, it could be something else, correct? We seem to live this life. It was interesting. I saw McCona for the first time the other night. Yes. And he said many things that stuck with me. But one thing did stick with me, and I thought about the real me. He said, tonight is a really special night because it's not like my other concerts. I'm just hanging with you and telling who I am, and not like when I do other concerts where I'm trying to impress you or my ego's out there. And I thought how sad it is, not for McCona, because I enjoyed it, but how sad it is that we think we need to pretend at different times in our life. How interesting. I didn't take it as a negative. I didn't take it as a positive. I didn't take it as anything. But I knew that I enjoyed the man in his spirit entirely that night as he gave himself to us. But I also thought to myself, why do we divide it? Why are we dividing our lives? I go into work, and then I'll go be spiritual on Sunday. I'll go be the real me with my partner, but with my boss, I'm going to be another person. And some people call that flexible. But I call it, how's it working for you? How's it working? And I thought to myself, you know, we talk a lot about I am and being this and what's the real me, and I don't know. But I do know, as Rita was saying, that the real me is that place that is never fearful, that can trust itself, that can be itself, that can dare to tell the truth, even if you don't like it. Now, to be your authentic self doesn't mean you need to be pushing yourself on other people, because your authentic self is called your authentic self for a reason. That's you. And that doesn't always work for other people. Yes? No? And if it doesn't, that's okay. But when you start trying to be flexible in order to be approved of, which I spent many, did I mention many, years of my life trying to fit in everywhere. I was that way in high school. No one ever knew really who I was. Was he theater? Was he this? Was he, you know, I never quite got to the jock world, but I would have become one if I had known, you know, that you picked up all the girls by doing that. I would have done that. As my best friend used to always say to me, you know, Patrick, the one nice thing about you and I is I have the looks and you have the personality. The real me. So I found this wonderful, I've been reading this book called, what is it, Zero Limits, with by Joe Vitale, and this wonderful doctor. And Dr., I'm not going to say the other one because I'll mess it up, but Dr. Hugh Lin. And oh my God, where you think we're oneness here, read the book. Then you have to go even a deeper understanding of full responsibility. If you're scared of taking responsibility, don't read the book, because it is about responsibility to its highest. So this is what he says. You cannot be denied anything that is perfect, whole, complete, and right for you when you are yourself first. Being yourself first, you automatically experience perfection in the way of divine thoughts, words, deeds, and actions. Allowing your toxic thoughts to be first, you automatically experience imperfection in the way of dis-ease, confusion, resentment, depression, judgment, and poverty. Don't you feel good now? What it tells me is that we have this wonderful choice every moment of our life, which real me we want to be. And you think to yourself, why don't I choose the highest all the time? Because I have habits that have been going for quite a while that I need to break. And I need to know that I don't need to be fixed, but I just need to remember who my true self is. And that true self of who you are is a healer of everything. I have to tell my healing story just because I can. Yesterday I was moving and Rob was helping me back there. Thank you again for that. Everybody knows Emma Curtis Hopkins, and if you don't, she was a powerhouse of New Thought when New Thought wasn't even, when people were hiding in rooms saying, I am one, I am one. Don't let anybody know that I am one, because we need to be conforming to the world. And they were all like New Thought leaders, were like building up, just like we're doing now, man. We're saying, I am one, and nobody's dragging me out the door yet. It says, I am God. Burn him. So Emma Curtis Hopkins was someone who said, I see good and I see good only. No ifs, ands, or buts, not maybe, not because they did this, never. It's always good no matter what. So while we were moving, I digress. Now I'm back. While we were moving, I stubbed my toe. I know. But it was like a light, I'm always doing that, but it was a light one. Except not. My little baby toe, wow. And the rest of them are like that. And I went, and all I could think of was Emma Curtis Hopkins. And she said, if you can redden your face with a thought, you can heal your bones with a thought. And I went, all righty. So I grabbed the wall, grabbed my foot, and it was all the way, and I went like this, Emma, you better be right, baby. And I pushed that toe, and all I kept saying is, you need to be with your other toes. 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 And then it would go, what? You need to be with your other toes. So then, as a good practitioner student, I said, grab me a chair. So I'm like that. I'm feeling warmth in my hands, and what I know is that I am a healer. And then I said, Rob, do a treatment. He goes, I already did. I go, do another one. And so he starts treating, I'm on the chair, and I'm like this, my toes together as we speak, may I say. I called within the healer that I am. And that's not hocus pocus. That's not abracadabra, alakazam, the power of God is who I am. It is that. But what I realized by that was my first thought wasn't, oh my God, my toe, and look, Rob, again. My first thought was, heal thyself. And all I could hear was that beautiful quote going through my head, and I went, and I wasn't emotional at the time because I was in pain, but I'm emotional now because look how powerful we are. That I dared, in one moment of time, to say, to wrap that up. What I know about that is, what does that have to do with the real me? That is the real me. Sometimes I can with a cold. I believe in process. So guess what? I get process. Takes a while to get over, and you'll hear that. I believe in process. It's done unto me as I believe. I had no time for a toe going anywhere but where it needed to go. I was moving, and I knew I wasn't going to be having Rob do the rest of the moving all by himself. So what I know is that in that instant we can remember who we are, and that's what we're doing here in this community. We'll keep saying it over and over and over again until it becomes natural, so that when that happens again, you just look and it's done. Star Trek does it. We can too. So like I said, it's not about being a magician, my friends. It's about being who we really are. The real me. That power, that God, that beautiful essence that runs through us, as us at all times. Wow. That's who you are. Isn't that good news? It feels so good to practice. Sometimes I keep thinking, why can't I just do it like that, like I did that? I don't know. I'm still a kid, man. I'm still learning. I'm still trusting. I'm still feeling. I'm still saying, can I do this? But what I know is I'm going to keep saying it and saying it to myself. We're love, man. The very, very power that created every single thing is the power we get to use every moment of our life. Rita is right. There is not a thing wrong with this world. Stop saying it. Stop saying it. There's nothing wrong with the world, because the more we say that, the more that's going to, what? Show up. One political, we're not allowed to do it, as ministers. Stop knocking everybody down, man. Just vote. Just vote. That's how life is choice, man. Vote. I don't really care what you can't do. All I care about is what you can do. That's all I care about me. Do you really care what I can't do? That ain't going to serve you any. You know what I can do. I can put toes together, man. I put toes together. But I'm not going to test myself anymore. But what I know about each... No, I'm done with that. So what I know is I just welcome us all right now to just claim the real me, the real power that lives within you, individualized. And I just love you. And I love me no matter what is showing up. What's showing up and you're looking at right now is God. And I'm your mirror, looking back at you. Namaste. There we go.
I think we both have mics.
We do.
Good. Okay. Yeah, this
Tell
is our
it.
time of affirmative giving. And everything that you give here goes to good use and also blesses your life. I know that. The reason I tithe is because I can, and it increases my faith when I tithe. And I tithe to where I'm spiritually nourished. And it's a good thing. And we give out from here into the world 10% of what you give us every month. So thank you very much in advance. And let's sing our song. Oh, wait, let's do our affirmation that I always... Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I give freely today, knowing it returns to me abundantly.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health.
my radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for our love, Spirit. Thank you for our love. Thank you for our love, Spirit. Thank you for our love. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful love. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful love. So thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this life, Spirit. Thank you for this life. Thank you for this life, Spirit. Thank you for this life. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful life. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful life.
What I know right here and right now is I am very grateful. I am so grateful for life itself, living and breathing through me, living and breathing through each and every person here. I'm grateful for the connection. I'm grateful for the community, for the ohana. I'm grateful for the gifts that have been given today, knowing that they go to perfect use in this center and in this world, and that they come back to each of us multiplied abundantly in all ways. So I know it's good and more good and more good, and that our lives are unfolding perfectly in every single solitary moment. And with this gratitude in my heart, I just simply release this word. I release it as law, and I know that it is done as we say together, and so it is. Hey.
There is something so beautiful about watching a baby sleep.
I know.
It's just, oh
I
my
know,
God.
so relaxed.
To be that
Perfect.
surrendered. That's what it's like when you're in the feeling of spirit, man, when you can just go, yeah, I'm. So there you go. Or that just could be me wanting a nap. Who knows?
That
what-
too.
That could
So
be.
Before we start the thank yous, I do want to say a special thank you. I don't know if you noticed our beautiful plants, but yay! Terry and Marilyn Taylor, maybe you remember them. They were here for the Sacred Journey. They come a couple of times a year, but they were gifts from them. And then wonderful Maureen Murphy, who is a horticulturist and a member of our center, went with me on Thursday, and we picked them out and found the pots and the whole thing and put it all together. And I just want to give a big mahalo to Terry and Marilyn and to Maureen for helping. And so it's nice to have plant life in here. I think it's a beautiful addition. So next, water. That's what
Oh
I'm
yeah, we're
thinking.
gonna a fountain.
I think it needs one.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
So today I would like to thank, right at the top is Michelle for just allowing all those messages to go through. And we are taking a little April, May, slow down so we can catch up. So we're giving her a break too, so there won't be as many. I keep saying that, but I know she won't be here, so that's why we're doing it. So thank you, Michelle. And our wonderful greeters today was Katie. And Katie, could you stand up with your little, she has her calendar with her, by the way. Yeah,
Right,
so she wants to do it kind of by the month. And then Jackie, it was good to see you at the door again. It's always good to see you. And Roseanne, thank you for everything you do. Like now she goes, I have to do the cake now because the person, yeah, I saw that. So we're having cake, but she does everything. She's on
if
her
anybody
board.
wants to help her with the cake, that would be great.
And also, here's a little thing that we don't usually ask, but it's kind of like since we're family. We have this bookshelf.
like a
I
three-shelf
can't even put it
bookshelf.
together because I don't even know what they are. But anyway, they need to be put together. So if anyone would ever like to volunteer to put our
Somebody volunteered.
books, okay, there you go.
Okay,
there we go.
It's all yours.
I'm
our office.
kind of that guy that puts it all together, but I just. But I'm kind of feeling a little under the weather, so I decided maybe.
Just wants to share
my toe.
Share.
Okay, so thank you so much for that. Oh, that was very good. She said, we'd like to know what you can do. Okay, we know what we can't. And so, Rob, back there, thank you so much. Not only for helping me with my toe, but doing this live streaming every week. And as we should say hello to our live streamers out there because we know that they're there. We got people Auburn,
Hey, we know
in
Sherry
California.
and Tom are there,
they're
Marilyn,
all
Terry.
watching, so that's
Yeah.
great. And then Diane,
Where'd you go?
the beautiful Diane.
She went to help. Thank
Reverend
you.
Diane went over to cut cake, but we'd also like to say thank you for the reading and affirmation treatment. There we go.
Thank you.
And see her on Monday nights, remember? And then
That's not this Monday, the next Monday.
Yeah. And Loya, thank you once again. We're so grateful for you. Thank you for that. And make sure to take home your flowers.
Oh, thank you.
See what I mean? She's
See
a
what I mean?
giver.
She's a
She's a
giver.
giver. I mean, take it home. Take it's all for you. No, we're going to share. But after tomorrow night, they go to your house.
All right.
Okay. And then Michael and Carrie, what do we say about you? What can we say about you that you don't say about yourself? What? We love these two. Tomorrow night, what's happening here?
Sound healing.
Sleepover?
Bring your pillows.
Sleepover.
Yeah, bring your blanket and pillows.
And Patrick
Okay,
and
here
Rita,
we go.
everybody, give him a hand.
Yeah.
There we go. So I think that we do this. If I forgot anything, Marco, are you in the room? There you are, brother. He allows our stuff to go out on the public television here, and so we are so grateful for everything. He's our angel, and we just appreciate you. There you go. And if anything has come up for you, we have a treatment box. What that's... Pardon me? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, please, are you kidding?
We just
I
all,
start right at the top with her. and I'm not missing out on that.
we all look after each other.
But we have a
That's
beautiful
great.
treatment box over there where the beautiful Gabi is now showing me. And what that is everything you put in that box, it says yes. And that's our form of spiritual mind treatment. So just to know that once you put it in, it's already done. But we gather together on Mondays or Sunday nights, and we do them for you. So if anything's come up, just let us know, and we will be glad to do that.
And that's it.
There we are.
So do we want to sing happy birthday before we do our
And
closing?
Janice, who stays every week
Janice.
in absolute consciousness for the little ones that we know someday will just be blooming, starting with sage. There we go. All right, you ready?
Happy birthday first.
Happy birthday. Okay.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear one. Everybody else in there.
Happy
Birthday to you.
All right.
Woo! All right, let's stand up and blow the roof off this place, shall we?
Do it, Patrick.
Good old Karen Drucker.
All right. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now.
And what I know right here and right now as we end this service and just continue in this beautiful spirit as we go from here, that God is all there is, life force is all there is, love is all there is, peace is all there is, and it all starts within us. So I know we take this joy and this love and this peace that we've experienced today and share today, and we take it out into our lives and go from that place and watch what happens. So I know the best and good for all of us in every single solitary moment. I'm grateful for this time we've had together, and I'm grateful for the unfoldment of each perfect life here as we say together, and so it is.
So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let
let there be peace. I am a stand for peace, let there be love. I am a stand for love, let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Making a new world now. We are making a new world now.
Namaste, right now, right now. Namaste, aloha.
Have some